everyone. In these days when most of us aren't able to meet up with each other, communication is very different, isn't it? And so we thought it might be interesting to try to put out a weekly video, this being the first of what we hope to be of many, just as a means to touch base, to communicate, make a little contact. They'll be different from week to week, maybe some more spiritual, some more informative. But we're going to try this out. So this is the very first one, and because we have some catching up to do, I actually have a little cheat sheet in front of me, so I didn't want to forget some things. It's unbelievable. It's been a super quick 4 weeks since I arrived. I cannot believe it, and it's really just been terrific to get to meet the staff and to get to meet many of you as well. Thank you so much for the exceedingly warm welcome. I've gotten so many emails and greetings from you all, and it really means a lot. Greatly appreciated. So thank you for that. You know, we are blessed to have an incredible staff here, and I cannot believe the work that they're doing, tirelessly putting in the hours in doing things that they probably never imagined they'd be asked to do or never even thought were jobs. I mean, half of us are putting out videos these days. I look at religious ed. Imagine, you know, I feel so bad for these religious ed ladies. It's hard to plan things in the future when we live in this world, not knowing what the next week is going to bring to us. If we're going to shut down or have to, you know, just the way the schools and restaurants are operating as well. There always has to be a contingency plan. And our religious ed instructors have worked diligently to do such things. Most of it has been virtual. A lot of videos have been filmed we did one last week for the parents of second graders who are receiving these two big sacraments this year, reconciliation and First Communion. We put out another video for the second graders themselves, and yet another one for the third graders who were supposed to receive their First Communion last spring and are finally going to have that opportunity to do so in a few weeks. So I want to thank Religious Ed for really being creative in the ways they're handling their output and their teaching. We added a daily mass. It was the feast day too. It was very ironic the way this worked out. October 1st was the feast day of Saint Therese of Lisieux, and that we added a daily mass that day. So now Saint Teresa's has a Thursday 9 a.m. daily mass in addition to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday daily masses that are happening at Most Precious Blood. We also, October 1st, we started work on a new website. We're hoping to launch it actually in a month from now. So this is a new website that we wanted it to be more user-friendly, easier for us to use. We're all being trained in how to use it, this website, and we wanted something that would be a better tool of communication for all of you, to be able to see what's going on, events in a clearer way, find out what news is going on in the parishes and beyond. So keep our fingers crossed. We're looking to get that launched officially November 1st. You know, the kingdom of God is a work in progress, isn't it? And this portion of the kingdom of God, Dover and Sherburn, is a work in progress too. But all the while, things have been happening. Of course, our weekend and daily masses, but the sacraments are alive and well in Dover Sherburn. We've had a number of funerals and baptisms and confessions and memorial masses and committals and preparing couples for marriage. And as we look ahead to October, we have they're makeup sessions. We have 3 makeup First Communions that are going to be happening at St. Teresa's Parish and Most Precious Blood. And we also have a confirmation retreat for the 11th graders. It's happening at the end of the month. I'm also looking forward to meeting all of you at the Women's Evening Prayer Group. I think it's a couple weeks from now on a Wednesday evening. I look forward to joining you then for that. Our physical grounds are getting some attention. The rectory at Most Precious Blood is getting some repairs and restorations happening currently. And St. Teresa's exterior of the church building, there's been a huge amount of prep work being done for that. Basically, it's been a thorough analysis of why it needs repainting in the first place. What happened? What happened to, why is the paint peeling? We didn't just want it to be, a pretty cosmetic facelift that's going to look good for a couple of years. We really wanted to get to the root of the problem and find out why this happened. And our main goal is really controlling the prep process. I am told that this is 80% of a good painting job. So we're really going to the foundation. There's a lot of wood that's being replaced, rotted wood. And we're able to do this really because our in-house facilities manager has the knowledge to do this, and he's able to do it because he's one of our staff at less than half the cost. So this is a real blessing. This really allows us to be more proprietary in our search for the problem areas. This goes also with the sanding process. The sanding prep is a huge part of this. The contractor we're working with, as well as the people who are brought into the project through our facilities manager, they're able to work at a much lower cost, but because of that, they're able also to put in much more time in the sanding process, and we've been advised by our facilities manager that this is essential in having a effective job that's going to last. And finally, the priming phase, that will be much more customized than what normally happens when painting contractors are brought in. So the actual work is to begin in November on the church, and so we've got a few upcoming projects as well that we're looking to work on. We've had several meetings and a lot of forward momentum towards filmed masses, which we're going to be doing. Filming masses, the Sunday liturgy, filming them in both of our churches so that you can watch them at home. I know many people are unable to receive the Eucharist, they're unable to come to Mass, but we thought this would be a great way for you to see Mass celebrated in your churches. And hopefully this will happen soon, where you can turn on the TV or your laptop or your phone and watch the Masses. We're working on our phone system, addressing better ways of communicating and utilizing the system that we have. We're talking about the bulletin, what that's going to look like, when it's going to come back, how it's going to come back, and we've had so many discussions about adding more Masses at both of the churches for the weekdays and the weekends. This has been a challenge because from week to week, we tend to have a different thought. The news that's coming at us, we're told that the fall might be a little dicey with the pandemic, and so we want to make sure we're cautiously planning things ahead. But the church hasn't stopped in some 2,000 years, and our collaborative will not stop either. And so let's keep each other in prayer, and may God continue to bless all of you, and may God continue to bless St. Teresa's and Most Precious Blood parishes.